Hello, hi, it's Gisela here, Gisela from Deep Coaching and Soulful Design, and it's late in the evening. It's late but not too late to get the midweek check-in with 3 cards out of 150 to, well, set the mood for until next Thursday, so to speak. And I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a fabulous week so far, fabulous days, experiences, successes, and either visible or just for yourself that you had some growth experience. And I just noticed that the evening sun is coming in from the side. Looks like the painting is shining too. So let me know how it goes when you're there. Say hello and just let me know. And this morning, I got the card of the month for August, and it was again, it was the German word for Herzlichkeit, which is also kindness, which we had last week in the English version, and it's also heartiness and so on. So it's a really, really good word for August. And now I'm getting 3 cards for, the first week of August, right? And if you are there, let me know. And if you want to choose a card for you, a word for you that is your impulse, you can say 1, 2, or 3, because I'm taking out 3 cards, and you can choose the number for you, which should be your sign. All right. So, and I'm getting 1, and I'm getting number 2. It's stuck, and I'm getting number 3. All right, so let's see what number 1 is. Oh, presence. So it's your presence. It's like I love that. It's your presence. If you've chosen number 1, then the message for you is really to see, okay, dial it up. It's so easy. Just dial it up. Make it happen for you. Presence for me is really, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I had this discussion with a young woman lately who felt really insecure. I don't know if they like me. I don't know. I never have a best friend. Am I really lovable? This kind of discussion. And I know that if you think those thoughts of doubt, of insecurity, that you will definitely emanate that you will walk into a room and not shine and not attract the attention to you, that your shoulders will be rounded, that your head will be a little bit lower, and that your eye contact is not as strong as it could be. But if you are conscious of your presence and that you can consciously make yourself present in a room when you are in the energy of I am, and of course I'm lovable, of course I'm worthy, and I have every right to be here, and I'm as good as anyone else if I wanted to compare myself, and not doubt how others see me. Your shoulders go back, your chin goes up. It's not that you look down on them, but you walk into that room with pride, which is to me really powerful feeling. So for number 1 this week, Thursday, for the first week of August, really be conscious, be really aware of your own presence and play with it. Go into a room or into the supermarket where many people are and play with it. You can go in there head hanging low and feeling kind of, oh well, I'm not flamboyant, I'm not colorful, I'm not strong. And then change it. Go into another aisle in the supermarket and just change your presence and see what happens. See how you yourself feel and act and how people will look at you. And use that every single day, because we can change so much just in our heads if we just be aware of this power of our own presence. Okay, so for you this week, work with your presence, play with it, and see how powerful you are if you sending out the love and the power and the strength and, welcoming other people into your area. And even if it's only with eye contact, or if you're shutting down and you keep them out and you keep yourself inside of your own walls. Play with it. It's without any judgment. Play with it. This is your week of presence. All right? Number two. Oh, we have friends. So in my head, did you see like the lyrics of the intro song of the series of Friends? Oh, I just love it. So interesting, because with a young woman, another young woman, I had the deep conversation about the expectation of having one best friend. And this is especially if you are, changing your life, if you are, if nature changes your life, you're in puberty, or later on, how do you call this? In your 50s as a woman. I'm just missing the English word for the menopause. There it is. So there is natural change which you just, cannot avoid, and it's okay. And there are life changes, and you gain and you lose friends. It is what it is. And to desperately cling on to relationships, or desperately are looking for relationships, and that can be really disempowering. What is the other? So if you're not empowered, but the opposite of being empowered, without power. So if you are giving the power to other people, that you say, okay, they have to choose me as their friend, and I need to wait for their friendship, for their sign of friendship. I think that's not a very powerful position. And for young people, I think it's hard to understand the concept of you have to love yourself first before others will see you as the one you are. And growing up, it's so much looking for friendships on the outside and for validation through friends from the outside, and seeing, okay, who's my friend and who is not. And that's a really, really tricky phase. And so often, even as adults, even as old adults, we fall into traps of false friendship, or we fall into the trap of we wish this would be a friend, and then we are sometimes disappointed. And we also continue to evolve, and our friendships sometimes will not evolve with us, but into another direction, or even stagnate. So see, when the word friends comes up for you in the first week of August, is that a suggestion to, call your friends again and go out and have fun? Is it to check who would you see as still being your friend, who supports you no matter what, no matter how you've developed, how you've evolved, how you have changed? Are they still friends? What does friendship mean to you? And how would you define it? How are you being a friend? What is your value? How would you define it for you? And how are you acting as a friend when someone calls you or doesn't call you? I think friendship is also noticing that someone stops calling you, and not just say, okay, they don't love me anymore, so I don't call them, but really asking, okay, what's going on? So noticing what's going on with your friends while you're hoping that they would do the same, all right? So friends is really the word for you if you've chosen number 2 in the first week of August. See how this plays out for you. And if you have the chance, just go out, have fun, spend time with your friends. And if you feel lonely, if you think you do not have friends, go and find them. Go out, and not only in the online world. I had this with this young woman. She's maybe I should do something. You need to go out and meet new people outside of where you have your training and everything. All right. So friends, it's awesome. And maybe you watch the series as maybe you like it as much as I do. All right. All right. Now we come to number 3, which is Reichhaltigkeit. Oh, please tell me, what is Reichhaltigkeit? This is a good one, I guess. Abundance, but there's more to it. Reichhaltigkeit. I'm learning again. Reichhaltigkeit, another word. Richness. But I was right. Abundance. Abundance. Number 3. Richness, abundance. Let's go with abundance, right? I love that. So for you, if you have chosen number 3, the first week of August, your focus is abundance. And your focus is abundance, existing abundance, and not the lack of abundance and where you wish you had more, but where it's already existing. It seems like such an obvious invitation for a thought pattern, but I do think it's one of the most important, that we so often look for the things we do not have yet, we are striving for, we believe we deserve, we believe we need to get, like money-wise or other forms of abundance with love and in relationships, and we always go there and do our best to get it and to feel abundant. And that's okay. Of course, there's nothing wrong with that. The point is that if you come from a scarcity mindset, if you come from a place where I do not have enough, or I feel the lack, and because of the lack I'm scared and I'm fearful and I'm, acting from, oh my God, I have to, then it all feels like contraction, and you will act differently than if you come from that feeling that abundance is there anyway. And if you are living like I do in a safe country with enough food, with roof over my head, everything is there. And of course there are moments where I think, okay, there's anxiety coming up, there's fear coming up. I've finally gotten to the point where I instantly can change that and really go into that feeling of abundance and look with awareness, with consciously look around me and see, oh my God, I have my smartphone, I have, well, you cannot see it, all the jewelry, the things to make the jewelry, the computer, the paintings, the chairs, and all the little things. And it sounds boring. It sounds really boring. Yes, of course I know I'm abundant. The impulse for you this week is look again, look deeper, look where the abundance came from. When did you buy it? When did you get it? Where did you get it from? How did you feel? All that which you have right now, it came from somewhere, right? Either you earned it already with your work, or you received it, from another person, universe, whatever. So seeing that you have been supported along the way already, and for a couple of years, I guess. So see, I had this experience when I, that was so funny. I was in a supermarket, and then I needed to it's a while ago now, and I needed to switch because I was like, okay, I only had so much cash with me, and I needed to think, okay, can I now buy that or that? So it was a decision of either or. And I noticed the contraction, I noticed the anxiety, but I wanted to have the more, I wanted to have this and that. And then I stopped the thoughts about buying this certain thing I wanted, and stopped and really grounded myself. And then I looked around me. I looked in different aisles. I saw the wine, I saw the champagne, I saw the sweets, because I was in that aisle. And I already had bought some stuff like the fruit and everything. And I felt this abundance, like everything is there, even though I cannot buy it at the moment because I do not have the cash with me. But I felt, oh my God, everything is there. And you know what? I got a call with an order in that moment. So I wish that you have those kinds of experiences this week for you, where you can step out of anxiety and not enough, or if you are not there, even dial up your appreciation for abundance even more. And I dare to say that you will enjoy it. And it probably, if you are in that vibration and that frequency of abundance, if you see it, that you attract even more. It's not the goal, but that doesn't work. If you say, okay, I need to feel abundant so I can get more abundant. Well, nice thought, doesn't work. You really have to feel it. You really need to be that abundance to attract it, right? But you can train it and train the belief. Believing is a practice as well. And working on abundance mindset is a practice as well. And it's so much fun if you come from this expansion. All right? So, but I see even more. If I put those 3 cards together, oh my God, this is awesome. So we have presence, we have friends, and we have abundance. Oh, yeah. Abundance is also Reichhaltigkeit. In German is also richness in flavor. It's richness if you smell the fragrance of wine or the fruit basket, and reichhaltig is in food. So it's really not only abundance in the money, but also it's enriched. Yeah, it's enriched in flavor, it's enriched in love. And I see this so much more if I put those 3 cards together. If we go with presence, and if we are really, really, really present, if we are in the here and now, and we are we are present and notice and work our presence with us, for us, and also with our friends, that we are present for them, that we share our presence with our friends as well. I just had this idea that we do so much, like if you're an entrepreneur and you're like working to put out your message to like millions of people, that we are thinking about our ideal clients, that we are thinking about who can I help. But if we share that kind of presence and love and soul work also with our friends, can you imagine how enriched our relationship would be? And I'm not talking about coaching them. No, I'm talking about being completely in the here and now with them. When we are with our friends and we talk to them and we have a conversation, that we really listen from our heart, from our soul, that we are present, that we are not on our smartphone, that we are not planning the next or going internally through our to-do list, but that we are really, really there with them, with our friends, with people who are probably soulmates. Then I think that special kind of abundance will explode. You will feel so enriched on both sides. Because if you share your presence, you invite the people to share their presence as well. They get grounded as well. They get to be present as well, because they notice, oh, I'm heard, I'm set, I'm seen, and then they get open as well, and we emanate that special abundance of love and kindness. And yes, being present, completely for ourselves in the presence of our friends and not only clients and lovers, hopefully. Can you hear that? That's a plane. Then we will celebrate that richness together, that abundance, that enriched life. All right? I think that's a good one too. If we are fully present also with our friends, we live an enriched life. All right? So, thank you. Well, thank you for listening. I thank the Spirit for giving me those words. I really love them. It's a great reminder, a grounding reminder to see what's really important in life. I hope that there was part of the message was helpful or enriching you as well. I will see you next Thursday again for the next week. I'm live in my group the next 7 days with my VIP training. VIP training meaning we look how we can make ourselves feel like a VIP. And that's a lot of juicy mindset stuff, which is with envy and with worthiness and everything. So if you would like to join and you're capable of the German language, you're welcome to join my group. It's called, well, I put the link in. It's Your Life, Your Design group. Put the link in below. And if you want to have your own private reading with me, if you want to, maybe you have a question or you are not sure about something, or you just want to talk to me for half an hour with those cards, with 3 cards just for you, I'll put the link in. You can book me. You can book a reading with me, a private reading. Okay? For now, thank you so much. I wish you a wonderful evening wherever you are. Maybe you have the rest of the day still ahead of you. Wish you an awesome time. Precious new moon experience. Get on your new goals with fresh power and fresh courage. And I'll catch you next time. Thank you so much. And don't forget, it's your life. It's your design. Bye.